Hello everybody, Queen of Daydreams here, and still bad camera. I'm doing a book review today. And again, it's a book series, and it's not the first book. Well, it's not the first book of the series, but it's the first book of this. What do you call a 6-book series? There's like little chronicles in the series, okay? Like, this is each little chronicle to the series. And you can enter in the middle of the chronicle, add any chronicle really, and be okay. But really you should start with Dawn of the Clans or Into the Wild. I've said Warriors, because that's my own handle. That's what we're talking about today. And today I haven't really seen a lot about the Vision of Shadows on YouTube. Which is odd, considering how big Warriors is and how damn great this is. So for those of you who don't know, there are several Warriors series. Well, allow me to. Sorry, still using the shitty camera, but don't know where you can see, but we have the other ones right here. Yeah, you see, Prophecy Begins. It was the first one ever, then it was the New Prophecy, the Power of 3, the Omen of Stars, now Vision of Shadows. And that's like, they're all connected. And then there's Dawn of the Clans, it's like a prequel to the whole damn thing. But we're talking about Vision of Shadows. So, warning, obviously, spoilers, duh, this is a review. There's obviously going to be spoilers, okay? Don't click on a review if you don't want spoilers. Please and thank you. Okay, so, A Vision of Shadows, Book 1, The Apprentice's Quest. Now, it's gonna be a while before I can do Book 2. Because they have Book 1 and 3 at my library. Not Book 2. Which equals, what the fuck? So anyway, here we are. Can I just say I love Alderpaw so much? Oh my god. Like, after so much that has happened with his bloodline, for him to be so skittish and nervous, and you guys can probably hear the church, it's 5 o'clock. For him to be so skittish and nervous and like social anxiety, or not social anxiety, but have anxiety, it's a great twist to everything, because every other character has been confident. We have never had a royal cat with anxiety besides like Ravenpaw and that one cat from Sky Clan whose name I can't remember. That was like terrorized by a dog and like has really good hearing because of it. You guys might know who I'm talking about, you might not. But yeah, for him to have anxiety naturally. And then there's his sister, which she means well, but God, she just doesn't help. She tries. But she doesn't help. Oh my god. Like, she's good at it. She's a natural royal, and April's not, and you're just like, yeah. No, they train him to be they try to train him to be a warrior at first, but it turns out he's a medicine cat. I don't know how I feel about ThunderClan having a third medicine cat. It seems a little unnecessary. They could just have him like a bad warrior until he goes on the quest, and like Alderpaw be the one who actually helps him understand what he has to do, because he doesn't think like every other warrior cat. Like, every other cat's confident and naturally knows what they're doing, but he questions his natural instincts. That is why he does not do well as a warrior. That is the specific reason why he does not do well as a warrior. And like, they could have had it where Alderpaw actually slapped him to where he actually stopped doing that when they were on their own. And Alderpaw would be the one to get him where he needed to be. Also, I don't know how I feel about what happened with Cherry Kit and Violet Kit. Because you know what? That should have been a give me. The minute when they got there and started arguing, they should have realized there was no way they could keep these kits together if they went back down there into the clan territory. And if Alderpaw really, really didn't want to bring them down there, then they should have said, no, we're not going to raise these kids in the clans. Because it is not their job. Okay, like, I can pretty much already tell, and I've watched spoils. I watched spoils. Spoils. Can't talk. But I watch videos about stuff, and I end up getting spoils. Can't pronounce my R's that well, people. Just we're not gonna try. But yeah, I know that though. A Sky Clan Kits. I know that. Forget the cat's name. I haven't read his special edition yet. I gotta get caught up on that. I haven't read Tiger Heart's Shadow either. Gotta get caught up on that. So him and Devpaw. Wow! Devil actually end up together. But yeah, spoil for the series. Yeah, but I would have had it where, like, instead of them being abandoned or whatever, how I would have done it is have the mother have, like, died giving birth and they find the mother, and then Alderpaw recognized the scent to be similar to, was it Mouse Biscuit? Jesus. Allow me to remember the name of the cat that died. Allow me to remember the name of the cat that just got murdered. Oh my god. Mist Feather. That's his name. Ignore what I called him earlier. Okay? Let me get the book back. But yeah. Yeah. I would have had Alderpaw recognize the scent from the mother cat, realize what these kids were, and how important they were immediately. And instead of taking them into the clans, because that could very well be a problem. Because, like, they were technically Sky Clan kids, and Sky Clan has the most claim over them. And since they've been brought to the other 4 clans, there has been a battle over who has claim over them, Thunder or Shadow. Neither! Sky! And it's just like, where would they belong? Which is probably a good thing, but let's be honest, I mean, you don't know the cycle. I mean, I guess it goes good with, like, plot stuff, but that just seems so much complicated stuff to put in. But it'll probably be interesting. But at the same time, not really necessary. But I love Alderpaw. Now, Sparkpaw. Let's talk about Sparkpaw. I've heard that people call her Mary Sue. She's good at being a warrior, okay? She's got the natural talent. She's a bit cocky, though, to be Mary Sue. I mean, considering she almost breaks her leg, she, like, sprains it. Because she's so cocky. Like, hey, I'm just gonna... Nothing can happen to me when I'm hunting. Oh, look, fell out of a tree. And you get a hint of this at the gathering when she goes across the stupid tree. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. I need a paw at the gathering. Jesus. Yeah, like Cherryfall even said, I have to say something to her about taking risk. Because she does take too many risks for her own good. Ends up getting hurt and scaring Alderpaw to death. Jesus. Sparkpaw. And then her feud with Needlepaw. Let's talk about that. Sparkpaw is the definition of a pretty good warrior. Here's Needlepaw. She's got all the skills Sparkpaw does, but she doesn't really follow the rules. And that bothers Sparkpaw because like Hollyleaf, I think Sparkpaw is going to have a very strong thing with the warrior code, whatever you call that. Obsession? Yeah? Was that a good word? I'm starting to see a little bit of like a bit of Hollyleaf and Sparkpaw, and not the good part of Hollyleaf and Sparkpaw, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, I think Sparkpaw is going to get yeah. It'll be interesting. I would like I know there's like only one book left to be written for the series at this point that I'm doing this review, but I hope there's a like POV of Sparkpaw at least once. I'd like to know what goes through this cat's mind against like the difference between her mind and her brother's. I'd love to know that. I'd love to compare it. Really would. Because like Sandstorm said in the dream, it was, do I remember this from memory? Let's see. The difference between you and Sparkpaw is she thinks she solved every problem and you think you've caused every problem. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. She thinks she can fix everything, and she can't. She really can't. She fails at helping Alderpaw with hunting. In fact, she was just annoying. I hate it when people do things like that, too. Yeah, but I like a POV perspective of Sparkpaw to compare to Alderpaw's. I'm glad we only had one perspective, really, besides J Feather and the Paw Grove this book. It's been since literally the first series since that has happened. And you know what? I kind of missed it. It's nice to bring that back. And you know what? I think it's a good thing because Firestar is gone, and in a way, Alderpaw is the one to take his place of greatness because he is completing Firestar's quest. Not bad for a cat who can't hunt. Huh. Well, as always, I wish you guys sweet dreams. Do read this book, it is amazing. I didn't really talk about what goes on in it. You know what? Before I do my intro, let me talk about what goes on in it. I've only given like spoilers to random things. Basically, Alderpaw and Sparkpaw. The only surviving kids, because there were 4, 2 died, unfortunately. A Skull Fight and Bummerclaw. They are the Tiger and File. Yeah, the true Tiger and File. They become apprentices. Sparkpaw is amazing, Alderpaw isn't. They go to the gathering and meet Needlepaw, who is, holy shit, does she need discipline? But things go bad, a little south, in that. Eventually, they make Alderpaw a medicine cat. Alderpaw gets a vision from Firestar showing him SkyClan. He tells Sandstorm. They go along with Mouse Whisker was his mentor, and Cherryfall, and Sparkpaw, and Sandstorm. And Needlepaw, because she was exploring Windcran territory, haha, no discipline, Needlepaw. And saw them. She starts following them. And they're all doing this because it's crazy prophecy that happened in the Paw Grove that was Ray Feathers. What was the prophecy? Embrace what you find in shadows, only they can clear the sky? Yeah, that's it. So that's what they were doing. They were looking for what was in shadows, but the SkyClan. So they went to go find SkyClan. Sandstorm dies along the way. Alderpaw tells them what's really going on. They get to SkyClan territory, and it's not SkyClan there. It's a bunch of rogues. They've been driven out. Needlepaw gets friendly with Darktail and Rain before Darktail catches Alderpaw talking to Miss Feather? Yeah. That was his name. Yes, you know what? We're calling him that. Yeah. Anyway, they get captured, they escape. Alderpaw and Needlepaw almost drown in a river. Yeah. And, well, I skipped a small bit. Yeah, that cat got murdered by Doctor. Yeah, anyway, they almost drown. They survive. They don't end up being able to reconnect with the others, so they go on their own. Sandstorm visits Alderpaw in a dream and tells him to go a different route to find what lies in shadows. So instead of going over the street, aka Thunderpath, they go under it, and they find Twig Kit and Violet Kit all alone, and they save them. Then they take them back to the clans. There's a bit of a fight about where they belong. The kids get split up because that's the only fair thing to do in order to satisfy the Pride clan cats. And that's how the book ends. Alderpaw only being able to look after Twig Kit while Violet Kit is taken, and Needlepaw is doing literally nothing to comfort Violet Kit. Like, what the heck? Also, Needlepaw and Alderpaw became good friends, but at the end of this book, I'm a little worried about the friendship. And I'm a little worried about Needlepaw, because I've heard some things. But until I read the next book, this is what I have to go on. Also, for those of you Warrior fans, I have heard things about a movie in the books. I like the guy who did the Harry Potter, a guy that worked on the Harry Potter movies is also working on it. So, this should be interesting whenever it comes. But yeah, that's this book review for Warriors, A Vision of Shadows, The Apprentice's Quest. I liked it. It's a good read. You know what? Best warrior book since the end of the prophecy begins. So, like, and, well, you know what? Dawn of the Clans was good. But yeah, other than, yeah, I would put The Prophecy Begins, A Vision of Shadows, Dawn of the Clans so far after what I've read, and then probably An Omen of Stars. That's, and New Prophecy. That's how I'd put how good they are, because, yeah. Good book. Really good book. Do read it. Dear Warrior fans. Alderpaw is amazing. Well, sweet dreams, guys. Actual intro. Outro. Actual outro this time. Sweet dreams, guys. Peace. Love you all. Read the book. It's a good book. Read the Warrior series. Take like 2 months and just read the Warrior series, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of super editions. There's a few comics. And there's like 6 books, pure chronicle. Takes about a month to read 2, so take a couple months and read the Warriors if you find the time.